here, Psych'd on Baseball Cards. Hope everybody's doing well. And today I'm going to show a stack of Topps 1965. And so I got a lot of cards here. There's going to be a lot of bios. I try to go through them quickly. So let me turn it around and show you what I picked up. Okay, first up we have Ed Raquel. Ed played 7 seasons with 4 teams: Dodgers, Kansas City, Detroit, and Atlanta. In '65, he only appeared in 6 games, all in relief with no decisions. And then he was sent down to the minors, and that was it. He was a career 36-47 with a 4.33 ERA, 484 strikeouts, 20 complete games, and 3 shutouts. And there's the back of the cards for any that might not know what they look like. Next up, we have from the Phillies pitcher Art Mahaffey. Played from 1960 through '66. 7 seasons total, 6 with the Phillies, 1 with St. Louis. In '61, he led the league in losses with 19, and in '62, he led the league in wins with 19. In '65, he was 2-5 with a 6.21 ERA. He was a career 59-64, 4.17 ERA, 639 strikeouts, and a 7.3 WAR. In 148 starts, he pitched 9 shutouts, 46 complete games, and was 1 inning shy of 1,000. He was a 3-time All-Star. Okay, next up, Jim Owens. Played 12 seasons, mostly with the Phillies. 7 and 4 with Houston, and 1 with Cincinnati. In July of 1960, he picked off the first 3 hitters that got on base. In '61, he had 17 strikeouts in a Cubs game. In '62, he had 12 strikeouts and hit a grand slam. He was a career 42-68 with a 4.31 ERA and a 4.3 WAR. In 286 games, he had 21 saves, 516 strikeouts, 1 shutout. He became a pitching coach for Houston after his playing days. John Buzzard. 11 seasons for 5 teams from '58 through '66. 6 of those years were with the White Sox. In '61, in the second game of a doubleheader for the Phillies, he pitched a complete game victory, a 3-2 win against San Francisco. The Phillies then lost their next 23 games. Buzzard stopped the 23-game losing streak in the second game of a doubleheader by pitching another complete game victory, 7-4 against the Braves. So he started the 23-game losing streak and he ended it, both in the second game of doubleheaders. In '65, he was 13-8 with a 3.01 ERA, 108 strikeouts in 32 games. 30 of them were starts. He was a career 71-96, 3.66 ERA, 678 strikeouts, and an 11.2 WAR in 1,492 2/3 innings. Okay, Tom Haller. I remember Tom. He was born in Los Angeles, JC, so there's another one for your Cali collection. He played 12 seasons, 7 of them with the Giants, 4 with the Dodgers, and his last year was with the Tigers. He played quarterback for the Illinois University. In '65, he hit .251 with 16 home runs and 49 RBI in 134 games. After his playing career, he coached for the Giants and later became their manager of baseball operations, and later became a manager for the White Sox minor league team, and then the GM for the White Sox. He was named to the San Francisco 25th anniversary team in '82. He caught 107 shutouts and 6 Hall of Fame pitchers. Marichal, Perry, Koufax, Drysdale, Bunning, and Sutton were the pitchers. In 2001, baseball historian Bill James ranked Haller 26th on the all-time catchers list. He was a career .257 hitter, 134 home runs, 504 RBI, 1,011 hits, and a 29.3 WAR. He was a 3-time All-Star and is on the Giants Wall of Fame. He died in Los Angeles from West Nile virus in 2004. Don Nothaft. Not sure if I pronounced that right. 9 seasons with 5 teams. He pitched a no-hitter in '63 against the Phillies. He gave up Mays' 500th home run. In '67, he had a 1.97 ERA for Cincinnati in 47 games. In '65, he was 4-15 for Houston with a 4.67 ERA in 25 starts. He was a career 36-51 with a 3.65 ERA and a 9.3 WAR. Jerry Groat. 16 seasons, 12 were with the Mets. He was one of the best defensive catchers of his era. He was a 2-time All-Star, World Series champ with the Mets in '69 and is in the Mets Hall of Fame. In '65, he spent the year in Houston's AAA and was traded to the Mets at the season's end and became their starting catcher in '66. He was a career .254 batter, 404 RBI, 39 home runs, and a 15.1 WAR. Sam Melly. He managed the Twins for 7 seasons, from '61 through '67. He had a 546 win-loss percentage, 524 wins, 436 losses. In '65, he won the pennant with 102 wins and 60 losses. As a manager, he played from 1947 through. As a player, he played from 1947 through '56 for 6 teams, and he was a .267 hitter with 80 home runs and 544 RBI. Sam Ellis, 8 seasons, with 3 different teams, 6 were with Cincinnati. In '65, he was an All-Star, finished the season with 22 wins, 15 complete games, and 2 shutouts with a 3.79 ERA. After his playing days, he was a pitching coach for 12 seasons. He was a career 63-58, 415 ERA, and 677 strikeouts. Ron Locke only played in '64, where he was 1-2 with a 3.48 ERA in 41 1/3 innings. So he never played in '65 or after. I believe he was in the minors though. Cap Peterson, 8 seasons, 5 with the Giants. In '65, he hit .248 in 63 games. He had 3 homers and 14 RBI. He was nicknamed Cap because of his name, Charles Andrew Peterson. He was a career .230 hitter, 19 homers, 122 RBI. Joe Askew, Cuban-born and played in the Cuban League. He played 11 seasons with 6 teams in the major leagues. 7 years were with Cleveland. In '65, he hit .230 with 2 home runs, 35 RBI in 111 games. He caught 2 no-hitters in his career and was an All-Star in '68. He was a career .252 hitter, 50 homers, and 304 RBI. Ken Rowe, 3 seasons, '65 was his last. He had no decisions in '65, but he posted a 3.38 ERA in 6 games. mostly in middle relief. After his playing career, he was a minor league pitching coach for 50 plus years and 3 years with the Orioles. He was a career 2-1, 3.57 ERA in 45 1/3 innings with 19 strikeouts. Mike Brumley played from 64 through 66 with the Senators. In 65 he hit 208 in 79 games with 3 homers and 15 RBI. He was a career 229 hitter with 5 homers and 50 RBI. Ed Conley played 2 seasons, 64 with the Red Sox and 67 with Cleveland, but he didn't play in 65. He was a career 6-12 with a 5.88 ERA. Bill Henry played 16 seasons from 52 through 69 with 7 teams, mostly in relief. He was nicknamed Gabby by his teammates for his quietness. In 65, he was 2-0 with a 3.26 ERA in 42 innings with 2 saves. He was a career 46-50 with a 3.36 ERA, 621 strikeouts, 90 saves, and he was an All-Star in 60 and a World Series champ in 61. Joe Gibbon, 13 seasons, 5 teams, 7 plus with the Pirates, 3 plus with the Giants. He had speed on the base paths and was used often as a pinch runner. In 65, he was 4-9 with a 4.51 ERA in 31 games over 105.2 innings. He had 20 complete games and 4 shutouts as a starter and 32 career saves. He was a career 9 WAR, 61 and 65 1-loss, 3.52 ERA, 743 strikeouts, and the World Series champ in 1960. Maybe that was 61. I got 61 in one place. Hector Lopez, 12 seasons, first 4 with Kansas City A's. He was the second Panamanian-born player in Major League Baseball. In 59, he was traded from the A's to Toronto to New York, where he spent the remaining 7 years. In 65, he hit 261 with 7 homers, 39 RBI, in 111 games. He was often the third outfielder with Mantle and Maris. In 69, he became the first black manager for a AAA team, the Buffalo Bisons. In 2019 was his 53rd participation in the Yankees Old Timers Day baseball game. He was a career 12.9 WAR, 269 hitter with 1,251 hits, 136 home runs, 591 RBI, and a 2-time World Series champ. Darren Johnson, born in San Diego, JC. He played 16 seasons with several teams. He had several scholarship offers to play football, but signed with the Yankees. In 65, he hit 287 with 32 homers and 130 RBI, which led the National League. He became a hitting coach for 12 years after his playing career. He was a career 6.3 WAR, 244 batter, 245 home runs, 923 RBI, 2-time World Series champ, 1-time RBI leader. And last but not least, we have Frank Larry. Played 12 seasons. His first 10 were with the Tigers. In 65, he was 4-6 with 3 different teams and 6 saves. From 55 through 61, he was known as the New York Yankee Killer, compiling a 27-10 record. The Yankees won pennants during that time. In one of his wins against New York, he hit the go-ahead home run in the top of the 9th to win 4-3. Casey Stengel once delayed a Whitey Ford start, stating to reporters, "If Larry is going to beat us anyway, why should I waste my best pitcher?" Sports Illustrated wrote, "Larry was quiet around strangers, but mean on the mound and a joker off of it, keeping the Tigers loose in the clubhouse." He was a career 30.4 WAR, 128 and 116 1-loss, .349 ERA, 1,099 strikeouts, and 126 complete games with 21 shutouts and 11 saves. He was a 3-time All-Star, 1-time Gold Glove, 1-time wins leader in 1956. 1-time wins leader in 1956 with 21 wins. All right, so there you have it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Tried to go fast to make it quicker. So everybody have a great rest of the weekend. And until next time, take care.